Thanks for joining us today on the TechSmart Success Steps, the cloud technology tools that your business needs to succeed today and into the immediate future. My name is Frank Saline. I'm the CEO and founder of Third Level Consulting and a business owner since 1976. If you're one of our clients, you're familiar with our services, and if you're not, you'd like to go to thirdlevelconsulting.com and hover your cursor over the What We Do tab. It'll give you a mega menu to look at all the various services, membership options we have, expansion planning, valuations, seminars, courses, and workshops to train and educate the key staff that you have and ourselves as owners, administrators in the industry. Let's talk about your business a little bit. The pain points for everyone are marketing, people, technology, money, and risk. And there's about 1 million more details as well. What we call the TechSmart steps will cure them. And basically in the TechSmart, you can see the steps to success here. It's a combination of office and technology, although today we're going to focus on technology. In the other areas, there's Manage Smart, Market Smart, People Smart, Finance Smart, Facility Smart, Risk Smart, and Inspire Smart. With TechSmart, we'll walk through some of the technologies and the approaches to designing your customized cloud technology tools and hub. I'm going to go fairly quickly here. As you know, I don't want to insult your intelligence. And if you're clients, you have the entire presentation at your disposal, as well in PDF format, as well as every single document that's in here in a template for use for your business. We actually have over 2,000 templates to back up the Success Steps system online in the Best Practices Library. Also, our business and personal development courses are available in several of your associations, as we are the business consultant for several of them, in addition to online at Third Level Consulting, and in the coming new, the transformationinstitute.com learning management system, which will be blockbuster in a few months. What you see here, however, and of course, if you're not a client, you want to slow these down and pause them and look at them and take screenshots, you're welcome to. The designing and tracking your technology hub. Today, we use technology in such an incredible amount of ways, from calendar and communications to domains and website hosting and email services to key knowledge databases for your business and financial tools and other client tools, and then marketing and social media. It's just the most amazing thing today. Even in your calendar and communications, you look at all the ways that you use technology, and that's my point today, is to look at all the ways you use technologies so that eventually you can combine them, contrast them, and do whatever you need to do to make sure you're using technologies to the most efficient mode. Even in calendars and communications, even just the calendars and contacts and the business suites that you got, there's a number of different options you've got. My recommendation and our recommendation as consultants is you stay within one system if you can, either the Google Android system or the Microsoft system or the Apple system, or something that allows you to coordinate all of the approaches and all of the tools that they all have. Number of great business suites. They're all terrific, but you might want to lay this out and look at all the ways you do use technology in calendar and communication. Another key for us is domains, web hosting, and email servers. A lot of ways to do this. The website world keeps getting broader and broader, more do-it-yourself, but as it's more do-it-yourself, then sometimes we need graphic designers or sophisticated web designers to design something that will stand out. All of these entities in the hosting, a lot of them will allow you to do your own if you're an expert at that. If you're not, I highly advise you hire the experts, let them do it, and look your best. Have them present you in the best light. It's hard to do that yourself unless you've got training in both website technologies as well as graphic design. 4 website predictions for the future. Simplified mobile navigation is obviously where it's at right now. Very, very simple for people to navigate around your website. The less tabs, the better. Storytelling and animation, as in the Olympic story sites. Illustrations and animations. Bigger and bolder typography and clear, clean messages. 3 stages to better home pages. Stage 1 is validation, what you think your customers want. Stage 2, it's called co-creation, what customers say they want. And stage 3 is authority, what you know the customers want. So stage 1, what you think customers want. Well, if you look at the Airbnb story, Their taglines kept changing when they launched, from a pretty sophisticated "Air Bed and Breakfast is the fun, affordable alternative to hotels for your favorite events" to finally a year later, "Find a place to stay." Really quite simple, and that's when they really took off. It's kind of funny. Uh, so that one was the Airbnb example. This one, as far as what customers say they want, well, customer feedback is great. There's a lot of insights we can get from the conversation and the positions and the branding, and what's the customer feedback to that. Well, what they say they want sometimes isn't what they know. But when you know what the customers want, you have what they call authority. And you will have to basically help design the future. This slide says you're not a player in your space, you're an authority that's leading your industry forward. So we have to kind of do all three. We have to pay attention to all of these to get the full, well-rounded picture. But the whole goal is to get to where you know what customers want. Your knowledge databases for your business, very important. The databases that are out there in our industry, the Children's Activity Center industry, and the business solutions that are out there, and the e-learning that's out there, and the risk management that's out there. A lot of tools. Third Level Consulting is attempting to blend all these and have one place where you can use as an epicenter for all of these, other than your CRM. The Success Solutions Dashboard has been a huge hit internationally, blending the steps for the business professional, the steps for the business professional, then translated to an online dashboard app, which marries a self-rating tool for the world-class position descriptions into key performance indicators, which of course are critical for the professional. They're also critical in a program manager's world. What are they supposed to be doing? And what's their dashboard? These tools that we've got, the apps that translate the KPIs, key performance indicators, into self-rating steps, into long and short-term action items, into success logs. So everybody's working the same way. Owners, administrators, program managers, site managers, office managers, what's their world like? And how does that transmit into an office environment? You got to change the rules with business applications today. There's a lot of them. And we're proud to be representatives or partners with many of these in terms of these technologies. If you don't use them, somebody else is going to be, starting with a tool like Smart Moves in the dance, cheer, swim, gymnastics worlds, and many more to come, special needs. You will find that the Smart Planner in that smartmoves.co.nz is phenomenal for not only skills and curriculums and lesson planning, but teacher training, and also uploading your own material, making it unique for your organization. No one else sees your material. You can also be a licensee and license your material out as well with your intellectual property if it's that good. Another one is the RiskAssure Solutions, riskassure.net, where you can get a demo on that. A complete solution for reducing risk and liability and improving your safety and security, because it logs all your equipment inspections and maintenance records and accident incidents and security and emergency best practices. Pretty amazing. Financially, you may do a lot of online banking, personal, corporate, online bills and such, and of course your QuickBooks or MyOb or Xero, and then your cash processing as well. How do you do all that? It's a matter of just keeping a track of what you're doing. I got an article here that I'm not going to read you, don't worry. A couple of pages on Credit Card 101 and safety and security with credit cards at the current time. You may have some other client tools. We use Alteryx for demographics and mapping. You may use Odesk outsourcing. There's levels for background screening and all that. A lot of different things that you might use. And then last but not least, of course, is social media, where your social communications and coordination and competitive intelligence monitoring, some mailing lists perhaps, and other industry sites. Keeping track of all that is very interesting. You as an owner have to have a strategic eye on that. What's the end result of using all these success steps? Well, the end results are that you have more effective people, a more efficient business, and a more profitable business. It's actually very, very simple that way. So when you get a chance, you might scratch this out on a diagram to see all the ways you use it, or use ours, or use the tool we use, which is mind mapping by a company called mindjet.com out of California. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. Again, Frank Saline, CEO of thirdlevelconsulting.com. We'll see you either on the road at industry conferences, or at one of our conferences, or maybe even at your own site or online. Take good care.